Hi everyone. It's my first video on YouTube, and I figured I saw herohunter81's contest, and I think right now he's got around 977 subs, um, which is really awesome. Um, I'm not a new collector, but definitely new to the YouTube community, and I wanted to, because this contest was about showing keys and issues that people should be hunting for, or um, just keys in general that might be harder to find, fun to have. Um, I just wanted to show some of my collection, basically as a starting point. So I guess I can start off. I'm gonna just start off kind of alphabetically with what I had, um, which is this is my Amazing Spider-Man 121, Death of Gwen Stacy. Well, I mean, what can I say? I just got this actually a few months ago. My local shop had gotten it that day. The owner had showed me the comic, and I asked him what he wanted right away, like without even putting it up on his wall. He told me 50. I took it right away. Um, it's probably more of a VG copy, but I mean, I never had one, and honestly, I didn't think I was gonna get one anytime soon. So it's pretty awesome to have. Let's see, next up is my Amazing Spider-Man 129, first appearance of Punisher. This comic, because I'd been collecting for at least a little while, I'd had this for a few years already, and it's not in the best condition. There's actually a subscription crease down the middle, but it's non-color breaking through most of the issue, and I don't know. Punisher is one of my favorite, uh, I guess, comic book characters in general, and I mean, why not first appearance? At the time I didn't pay that much for it, so I got kind of lucky. I'm gonna go to my Avengers issues now. Actually, as an aside, one of the reasons why I started collecting again, I'd actually taken a break for a few years, is that I started playing the Marvel Heroes game um, on the PC, and I kind of got hooked again. So all the characters that I loved all these times, I got to play. So that was an awesome way to get me back into the hobby. Um, Here's my Avengers 16. Uh, this is if everyone knows, this is the issue where Avengers Assemble was first shown. And this is actually when Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch joined the team. I find this issue to be kind of somewhat significant simply because it's when they join the Avengers. So, being that they're in the Avengers movie coming up next year, um, I figured this comic might rise in value over time. And I think this one might be fine minus. Could be a fine copy if I get lucky. I really like it. Um, this is actually a comic I got during all these Black Friday sales um, at a comic book shop near me, and it's Avengers 87. It's it's another origin issue for Black Panther, being that he's right next. That statue's right next to it. Because right now I don't have the Fantastic Four 52, and I'm probably not going to be able to afford it anytime soon. Um, this had to do, and I really like this cover because it's just very, like the yellow, it's very vibrant. There's orange in the background, plus you have all the team members, so that's really cool. This is just an issue. Actually, I wouldn't consider it a key, but I think it is to some degree, just because of the cover, is that it's Avengers 104. I just wanted to show it off because it's a Scarlet Witch showcase cover, and this cover in particular is one of my favorite Scarlet Witch covers. Scarlet Witch is actually one of my favorite comic book characters, so to have her really showcased and actually defending the Avengers is a really great thing. That cover was really key for me. going to Captain America, there's just one issue. Um, it's my Captain America 117, first appearance of Falcon. This issue I'd gotten from my local shop a few years ago. It hadn't been that hot then, just because no one knew that he was going to be in the movie. And I'm really happy to have it. It's a pretty low-grade copy, honestly, but nonetheless, it's nice to have in my collection. This I'd also gotten. This was from some of the Black Friday sales this weekend, and it's Fantastic 436, first appearance of Medusa. This one actually covers attached. If anything, it's a fair good condition copy, but it only cost me $9, so I really couldn't blame it. And the story's all there. It's complete in the store, so at least it's a good reader copy. And being that Inhumans is pretty hot right now, why not get it? Next up, these ones, Silver Surfer is one of my favorite characters, so I made sure to get his key issues. So I got, this is my Fantastic 448, first appearance of Silver Surfer and first cameo, I guess, of Galactus. This is one of my keys that I've had for a long time, and it's Silver Surfer. For me, especially bringing up the Marvel Heroes game again, that's just what I've been interested in. And when he came out in that game, actually, I played him. He's the only character I ever leveled up to full in one night. So that's how much I like Silver Surfer. Next up is the next one to it, Fantastic 449. In my opinion, this is the actual key issue for the story. It's where a lot of the meat of this Silver Surfer Galactus run happens, and the cover actually is the most dynamic of the three. If you talk 48 to 40 to 50, and I have issue number 50 as well, but it's in a slab, so I just didn't want to bring it out. But here's another Silver Surfer issue. It's Fantastic 455, another Kirby cover, and it's really where he's fighting the Fantastic Four again, and specifically here fighting the Thing. So that's one of those issues where I just enjoyed the action, seeing it on the cover. And this next one's my favorite cover of all the comics I've ever had. This is Fantastic 472, and this is another Fantastic Four Silver Surfer showcase cover. Watchers in the background. You have all that Kirby crackle. I'm gonna bring it up. It's just one of those things that epitomizes like the cosmic Marvel world to me. And I'm gonna go see another part of my collection is issues that I find not necessarily, I'm not gonna call them B-level characters, but street level, different characters, a lot of these first appearances. Actually, speaking of this, here's my, going back to Silver Surfer, here's my Silver Surfer number 1. Gotten this at a con this year, and the cover is nearly detached, but it actually displays really, really well. And I didn't even pay $100 for it. I think I actually paid around $45 for it, so I was really, really glad to get this, and that's always a key issue. And here's Silver Surfer number 4. I'd gotten this at New York Comic Con earlier this year, and it's not that I didn't get it for the cheapest price I wanted to, but still less than $100. And of course, it's Silver Surfer vs. Thor. I love those versus covers, hero versus hero. Even here, even though he's tricked by Loki in this issue, Silver Surfer that is. I love these versus covers. Going one more on the cosmic scale. Here's Nova number 1. I mean, it's his first appearance. Also, when he came into the Marvel Heroes game, I played him heavily. He's one of my main characters, actually. Yeah, it's just the cosmic characters. They're just certain characters that you have an affinity to, and he's just another one of them. Next up, I'm gonna go with I guess keys for street level heroes. These I'd always been interested in, and it's especially good now that they're gonna have the Heroes for Hire in a show. Daredevil's getting a show, so a bunch of the street level heroes could show up. Even Punisher could show up. So one of these is my Werewolf by Night 32, first appearance of Moon Knight. This is by Moon Knight. To me, even though he's been more of a niche character, I really like him. I actually tend to call him Schizophrenic Batman. I think he's really, really cool, and you could do a lot with him because he's a very, very complex character. So that's one thing that I've always had an affinity to. Another is my Hero for Hire, number 1. First appearance of Luke Cage. I mean, what can you say? Well, for one, I love that costume. I think it's really indicative of the time period. During the 70s, Harlem. It's really, really awesome. And we can't forget about his partner. So my Marvel Premiere 15. First appearance of Iron Fist. Again, you can't really have Heroes for Hire without the two of them. So that's another copy or another issue that people should be looking for. I got all of these issues I got a few years ago, so there hadn't been that spike in value since then. And another copy, let's see, this is my Marvel Spotlight 5. This one's actually got a little bit of water damage in the back, but it presents really well, and first appearance of Ghost Rider. I'm just really happy to have them. These are all copies I'd actually gotten a few years ago. Just hadn't been in the YouTube community at all to show them off. And I guess I'll go next with my some of my X-Men keys. These are issues that I just hadn't. I just enjoyed either seeing the covers or reading the stories, or actually one of the things with X-Men is that one of the reasons why I became so into Marvel was the 92 X-Men TV series, the animated series, and it's that series really, really, really put me back into reading comics again. So I'm gonna start with my X-Men 58. This is the first appearance of Alex Summers as Havoc. This issue I love because, I mean, the cover's a Neil Adams cover. It's actually, I know how a lot of people collect Neil Adams covers for Batman, but being that a lot of those are really, really expensive, one of the things I wanted to do was go for my hobby and really like Marvel issues, and then find a Neil Adams cover of my own in there, and then this one I found to be one of the most iconic ones. I just really, really like the stark contrast with the orange and yellow with the background of the actual X-Men. This one's another one. Actually just upgraded this recently because of the Black Friday sales. Was my Uncanny X-Men 244 first appearance of Jubilee. The reason why this one's so significant for me is because Jubilee, I mean, shows up in the first episode of that X-Men animated series and is one of like the main characters running away from the Sentinels, and that really, really, really stuck in my mind. I was a kid at the time, so I'd really, really enjoyed watching that series and getting her first appearance in comics was all the more important to me. And of course, actually speaking of that animated series, this one's a very significant issue because a lot of those characters in that series were significant. I mean, the first appearance of a lot of those characters are there. I mean, in this issue, Giant Size X-Men #1. I mean, first appearance of Nightcrawler, Colossus, and Storm, and I think Thunderbird as well. And people say that it's a second full appearance of Wolverine as well, but I'm not actually sure about that. I'd gotten this a few years ago, and I was really, really happy to get it because X-Men really, really stuck in my mind when I was younger. I think I'm gonna leave let's see, these two issues for last, but one of my modern keys that I really think is a really, really, really good thing to find, if you can find it relatively cheap, is the Deadpool 34. This is the 3D issue. The only reason why I say that this one in particular could be a significant issue is they did this specifically as a parody issue to what DC was doing with the 3D covers, meaning that I'm assuming Marvel won't do these again. They did it as a gimmick on purpose. I think there was it was 1 out of 52 variant, but it became a 1 in store variant, so I think they're around at least 3,500 copies. It's not the rarest thing, but it's significant nonetheless that I don't think they're going to make more of these covers. They thought it was a gimmick. I don't think they're going to go with it again. I'm going to go with a few Tales of Suspense. I have more, but these are the ones I think are my massive keys. And this is my Tales of Suspense 52. First appearance of Black Widow. This one's a pretty beat up copy, but I mean, nonetheless, Black Widow is a very, very significant character in the current cinematic universe, but also I think Black Widow is just really, really cool in general. I've always been a big fan of her. I mean, I know her costumes are a little bit different in this issue, but nonetheless, it's her first appearance. And this is actually the comic. This next one is the comic that is a grail in my collection. I don't think when I had a chance to get it, I jumped at it because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get anything any cheaper. And by far, Iron Man is my favorite character, and this issue in particular, my Tales of Suspense 39. This is my key of keys. It is, I mean, it's Iron Man first appearance, and it's also, the cover is detached. It's been actually tape corrected in the spine and everything. So, I mean, if anything, it's probably a 1.5 copy, but when I had the chance to get it, I didn't get close to paying 4 figures for it, so I'm just really, really, really glad to have it. I don't think I'm ever going to get another copy again, and I don't think I'm ever going to find it that cheap again. So, yeah, I'd gotten this a few years ago. Of course I didn't get it now, or else I wouldn't be able to spend that amount of money that they're going for now, but yeah, I'm really, really, really glad that I got this issue, and it's something that, I mean, if you find it, snatch it up because they're only getting rare. Any Silver Age keys early, this one's from 1963, so you're not going to find too many of them around in the wild anymore. I think there's been a decent amount that have been slabbed, and this one's not slabbed yet, might sometime. But I honestly like pulling it out and reading it sometimes, because it actually is the oldest comic I have in my collection as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed seeing what I had in my collection in terms of like key issues, and yeah, I gotta thank herohunter81 again for putting up this contest and actually getting me to really spread my wings and actually do a video for the community, because um, I really appreciate all of you guys posting these videos, seeing what you're buying and what's hot right now, because I wouldn't know unless I try to do a little bit of research, but there's no, I mean, seeing your guys' videos makes it that much easier, and I really, really thank you, the whole community, for that. And I mean, I know that it's all about the deal. I mean, it really is. It's about a collection. It's about a deal. So I'm just very appreciative of the community, and I hope to join it a little bit more. Thank you very much. Bye, guys.